Hey there ladies! Today we're gonna be talking about the Brazilian waxing Vs, the bikini wax. Which one do Canadian women actually prefer? And why? If you've been thinking about getting either of these waxes done and you weren't really sure which one to choose, hopefully by the end of this video, I'm going to help you make your decision. Let's get into it. So if you're new here, welcome. I'm a professional in the permanent makeup industry. I am a professional in the permanent makeup industry, and I love sharing my knowledge with all of you. I truly believe that knowledge is power, and I want nothing more than to empower all of you to make informed decisions when it comes to your beauty. Now, before we get started, I just want to say something. There's a lot of people out there that are tell you that there is no difference between the Brazilian wax and the bikini wax. So which one should you choose? Well, if you ask me, I'm gonna tell you there is a difference between the two waxes. Now, depending on where you go, they may have different names for the different waxes, but I'm gonna try to break it down as simply as possible for you today. Now, some places may refer to the Brazilian wax as the Hollywood wax or the full Brazilian wax, whereas other places may only call the full Brazilian wax, Brazilian wax. Some places may refer to the bikini wax as the basic bikini wax or the half Brazilian, whereas other places may only call it the bikini wax. So what's the difference? Well, to me, the biggest difference is the shape that's left afterwards. With the Brazilian wax, you will be completely bare, like completely bare down there, whereas with the bikini wax, there will be some hair left around the edges. That is just the simplest way that I can explain it to you. But if you are someone that wants to be completely bare, maybe you are looking for something a little bit more sanitary, I would recommend the Brazilian. However, if you're looking for something a little less painful, maybe you're not quite ready to be completely bare, then I would recommend the bikini wax. Now, depending on how much hair you have down there, you may be able to achieve the same result. You may be able to get as much hair removed with the bikini wax as you would with the Brazilian. And I guess that's why they use the term half Brazilian sometimes, because you might be able to get the same amount of hair removed as you would with a full Brazilian, but it's just not as clean of a finish. When you think Brazilian wax, think super clean, think very precise, think completely bare. When you think bikini wax, think a little bit more natural, think just the highlights, think just a cleanup around the edges. Now, again, depending on where you go, you may be able to achieve the same results. But generally speaking, that's what you can expect from each wax. Now, if you're watching this video and you live in Toronto or Vancouver or Montreal, maybe you have a salon near you that offers both of these waxes. Hopefully I was able to give you enough information so that you can make an informed decision on which one you want to choose. If you are 40 years or older and you've been thinking about trying either of these waxes, I would highly recommend them. It's never too late to try something new, especially if you've always wanted to try it. I did my first Brazilian wax when I was 26 years old, and I am now 46 and I still get them done regularly. Honestly, it's something that makes me feel so good, and it's something that I love doing for myself. It's kind of like a treat. It's something that I do for me. I know for a lot of women out there, it's the same thing. It's like a self-care ritual, something that you do for yourself, something that makes you feel confident, something that makes you feel beautiful. Now, if you've never had either of these waxes done before, you may be wondering, what is it going to feel like? How painful is it? Are you going to scream? Will you lose control of your bowels? Probably not. But if you're curious, I have created a pain scale for you so that you can see what it looks like. This is how I would rate the different types of pain. Now, obviously, everyone has a different pain tolerance, but this is how I would rate the pain. This is how I would rate the pain from a Brazilian wax. As you can see, it's anywhere from a mild discomfort all the way up to severe pain. Now, the reason why I put the plus sign right here is because it depends on the person that's performing the wax. And it also depends on the type of products that they use. A good quality numbing cream can take the pain away almost entirely, and it can make the whole experience a lot more pleasant. Now, if you're interested in trying a numbing cream, I have personally used this one. I love it and I highly recommend it. If you click the link down below in the description box, you will be taken directly to the website where you can purchase it. Now, let's talk about popularity. I was curious. I did a little research for you. I wanted to see what Canadian women were picking when it came to the Brazilian wax versus the bikini wax. So I went on Google Trends, and I did a search for Brazilian wax versus bikini wax, and this is what I found. As you can see here, the Brazilian wax is more popular. The blue line is the Brazilian wax and the red line is the bikini wax. As you can see, the Brazilian wax is higher up, meaning it's more popular. Now, this doesn't mean anything negative about the bikini wax. It just means that more women are searching for the Brazilian wax. Maybe more women are getting the Brazilian wax. Maybe more women are curious about the Brazilian wax. Who knows? All I can tell you is what the data shows, and the data shows that the Brazilian wax is more popular. The first time that I ever got a Brazilian wax, I was 26 years old. I had 2 kids at that point, and I was curious. I was like, what is this Brazilian wax that everybody keeps talking about? So I went and I got it done, and I absolutely loved it. I remember telling the girl that was doing it, I said, why have I not done this sooner? Because it felt so good to be smooth, it felt so good to not have any hair down there, to feel fresh, to feel clean. And she said something that really stuck with me. She said, Amanda, you will never go back to shaving. Once you experience this, once you feel this, why would you want to go back to shaving? And she was right. I never went back to shaving. I do have a story about the first time that I ever got a Brazilian wax. I was telling a friend of mine about it, and she was really grossed out. She said, oh my god, that is so disgusting. Like, who does that? Why would you do that? And honestly, I was kind of offended. I was like, why wouldn't you want to do that? But then I realized that this is just something that she has never tried. She has never experienced it, so she really couldn't understand why anyone would want to do it. And I wasn't trying to judge her for not getting a Brazilian wax, I was just kind of confused as to why she didn't want to try it. So I just said, hey, you don't understand until you try it. And she said, I never will try it. So that's that. There are a lot of myths out there when it comes to waxing. I'm gonna bust a few of them for you right now. Myth no. 1. Waxing is dangerous. Truth is, as long as you go to a reputable salon, you're going to be fine. As long as they use good quality products, you're going to be fine. As long as they sanitize their tools properly, you're going to be fine. As long as they do a proper consultation with you beforehand, you're going to be fine. Myth no. 2. Waxing is worse than shaving. Truth is, no, waxing is not worse than shaving. In fact, I would say that waxing is a lot better than shaving. With waxing, the hair grows back softer and finer. With shaving, the hair grows back thicker and coarser. Now, if you are someone that wants to learn how to do the Brazilian wax or the bikini wax at home, I have created a kit for you. It comes with everything that you need: the hard wax beans, the applicator sticks, the paper towels, the aftercare gel, the numbing cream. Everything that you need to perform the wax at home. If you are interested in purchasing the kit, I have it available for purchase. If you click the link down below in the description box, you will be taken directly to the website, where you can purchase it. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below. I love chatting with all of you. If you haven't already, make sure that you hit that subscribe button, so that you can be notified whenever I post new videos. I post new videos every single week. I would love to have you here. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day. Bye bye.